Altogether, 36 cadres, including leader of WUNGKHAI Liberation Army or organization CKLA, lay down arms during homecoming ceremony in Imphal. Hills Area Committee HAC resolves to urge Manipur government center to appeal Manipur High Court's order directing state administration to enroll Meitei community in ST list. Chief Minister N. Birren, other leaders extend greetings on Eid ul-Fitr, wishing people peace, health and happiness. Five soldiers die, another critically injured in terrorist attack on military vehicle in Jammu and Kashmir's Poonch district. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges government servants of central and state governments to make decisions keeping only country's benefit in mind. Hello and welcome. You're watching IS English News, and now let's see the news in detail. Altogether, 36 cadres, including the leader of the WUNGKHAI Liberation Army or organization CKLA, laid down their arms and ammunition in a homecoming ceremony held at the First Manipur Rifle Banquet Hall in Imphal. According to reports, the cadres and leader of the CKLA laid down their arms before Chief Minister N. Birren Singh in the presence of his Council of Ministers, DGP, Manipur Police and other high-rank officers. Along with KCLA, one cadre of Prepak Pro, militants have also surrendered. The surrendered weapons of the 36 CKLA cadres include 12 arms, 4 AK series rifles, 1.22 rifle, 1 303 rifles, 1 single barrel, 1 carbine, 4 pistols, 2 hand grenades and 540 assorted ammunition. Under the revised scheme for surrender cum rehabilitation of militants in the Northeast State 2018 of the Union Ministry of Home Affairs. Rehabilitation benefits given to the surrendered cadres include a one-time financial grant of rupees 4 lakh to each surrenderee, which is to be kept in a bank in their name as a fixed deposit for a period of 3 years, monthly stipend of rupees 6,000 per person and incentive for surrendered weapons. The surrenderees will stay in a rehabilitation camp for 3 years. The Hill Area Committee HAC of the Manipur Legislative Assembly has resolved to urge the state government as well as the centre to appeal the Manipur High Court's order, taking into account the sentiments, interests and rights of Manipur's scheduled tribe ST. According to reports, during a HAC meeting yesterday night, the resolution was overwhelmingly accepted. The HAC declared in a statement that it is dissatisfied with the High Court's judgment directing the state administration to enroll the Meitei community on the ST list of India, despite significant objections from the state's STs. The HAC further noted that the committee, which is a constitutional body of the state's hill areas, was not named a party to the litigation and was never contacted, and the HAC has never offered any advice or permission. The Meitei community is already protected under the Constitution and is classified as general, OBC and scheduled caste according to the HAC. Meanwhile, the All Tribal Student Union of Manipur, ATSUM, is expected to hold a meeting today in response to the High Court's judgment. It should be recalled that in issuing the decision on April 19, ordering the state government to make suggestion for the inclusion of the community in the ST list, the High Court asked the state government to consider the petitions within 4 weeks of the day. Meanwhile, the Manipur Scheduled Tribe Demand Committee, STDCM, hailed the High Court's decision and expressed confidence that the state government will act responsibly and support the community's inclusion on the ST list. Leaders across political spectrum and organizations have extended their greetings and best wishes to people on the eve of Eid-ul-Fitr, the festival of breaking the fast. Chief Minister Nongthoma Birin extended greetings on Eid-ul-Fitr, wishing people peace, health and happiness. The Chief Minister in his wishes said, followers of Islam believe that the Holy Quran was first revealed to Prophet Muhammad during the month of Ramadan and consider the month auspicious. He asserted that during the month of Ramadan, they hold month-long dawn to sunset fasting, stating that Eid-ul-Fitr is usually celebrated on the second day of Shawwal, the 10th month of the Islamic calendar, after the sighting of the new moon. By breaking their fast, Chief Minister Birin said the festival is celebrated with joy and marked with festivity. He said that Eid-ul-Fitr is observed by offering prayers at mosque, eating delicious dishes, doing charity, and exchanging gifts with friends and relatives. He prayed that Allah guide His believers along every path, filling their lives with peace, health, and happiness. Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker Thokchom Satyabrata also extended Eid-ul-Fitr greetings to the people, especially the Muslim brethren. Eid-ul-Fitr marks the end of the fasting month of Ramadan. Fasting for Muslim community expresses values of empathy for the poor, charity, worship, steadfastness, patience, etc., lauding the power of the spiritual realm while acknowledging the subordination of the physical realm, the speaker stated in his message. Just as the festival makes every Muslim community rejuvenates in spiritual bond with the Lord, may this day mark people living in the state imbibe the values the festival brings, it stated. A massive cordon and search operation has been launched in Jammu and Kashmir's Poonch district following the terrorist attack on an army truck. 5 soldiers died and another was seriously injured in the terrorist attack on the military vehicle which occurred yesterday. Official sources say that the truck has been hit by over 24 bullets from all sides, which indicates several terrorists may have been involved in the attack. The vehicle carrying the soldiers, all of them from Rashtriya Rifles unit deployed for counter-terror operations, was fired upon by the terrorists at around 3 p.m. and later caught fire due to a likely grenade attack. The attack has come 3 months after the targeted attack on Hindu families in Rajouri. The perpetrators are still at large despite a massive security operation in the area to track them down. Police have said that the terrorists were Pakistani nationals. Meanwhile, sources said the National Investigation Agency, or NIA, will join the investigation in Thursday's terrorist attack, while a team of the Anti-Terror Agency unit in Jammu is also on its way to the attack site. A team of forensic experts is also at the site near the Bimbir Gully area of Poonch. Meanwhile, Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren condoled the death of 5 Jawans who were killed in Poonch terror attack. The Chief Minister took to his Twitter to offer his condolences. He said they were martyrs in the line of duty and the nation will forever remember the supreme sacrifices they made for the country. He also shared the grief of the bereaved families. Prime Minister Narendra Modi presented the Prime Minister's Award for Excellence in Public Administration on the occasion of Civil Services Day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also addressed civil servants on the occasion at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. Addressing the gathering, the Prime Minister urged government servants of the central and state governments to make decisions keeping only the country's benefit in mind. The Prime Minister noted that the occasion of Civil Services Day this year becomes much more special as the nation has completed 75 years of its independence and is starting to move forward to achieve the goals and objectives of a developed India. He highlighted the contributions of those civil servants who joined the service 15 to 25 years ago and emphasized the role of young officers who will contribute towards nation building in the next 25 years of Amrit Kal. The Prime Minister expressed confidence that the young officers are extremely fortunate to serve the nation in this Amrit Kal. He acknowledged the role of Karam Yogis in the growing profile of the country on the global stage, for the growing confidence of the poorest of the poorer in Sushasant and for a new momentum of development of the country. The Prime Minister also remarked on transformative changes in the rural economy, railways, highways, port capacity, augmentation and the number of airports, adding that the award today reflects the contribution and sense of service of the Karam Yogis. He further pointed out that despite COVID-19 pandemic, today India is the world's 5th largest economy and the world's 3rd largest startup ecosystem. President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar also greeted all civil servants on Civil Services Day. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren extended heartiest greetings to all these civil servants on the occasion of National Civil Services Day. The Chief Minister, in his Facebook and Twitter post, applauded the civil servants for their pivotal role in nation building. He lauded them, stating that they have soldiered the progress of the country and have taken vital roles in bringing prosperity and growth with firm dedication to build a strong nation. He further thanked them for their immense sacrifice and dedication to the public service. The National Civil Service Day is observed on April 21st every year in India and is dedicated to the nation's civil servants. National Civil Services Day acknowledges the contribution of these officials in public administration. This day was chosen to remember the day in 1947 when Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the first Home Minister of independent India, addressed the probationers of Administrative Services Officer at Metcalfe House in Delhi, referring to public workers at the steel frame of India. Federation of Civil Society Organizations, Folks, Manipur greeted the people of the state, especially the Meitei Pangal brethren, on the auspicious occasion of Eid-ul-Fitr festival. Folks wish that the festival bring peace, harmony and prosperity in the state. The organization further stated that the festival evokes deep concern for the needy and offers a window of opportunity to elevate the plight of the poor and destitute and imbues everyone with a spirit of compassion, generosity, empathy, and care. Election Management Committee of Social Worker MD Karamuddin, an intending candidate for upcoming Panchayat elections from Changam Dabi Gram Panchayat, today distributed edible items to the resident of Changam Dabi Gram Panchayat in connection with the forthcoming Eid ul-Fitr festival. The distribution event was held at the residence of MD Kamaruddin in Yaripok, Changam Dabi. Speaking on the sideline of the event, MD Kamaruddin highlighted the significance of Ramjan and the festival of Eid ul-Fitr. He asserted that the activity was a humanitarian act in view of the upcoming celebrations. He further wished that the festival usher in peace, progress and prosperity in the state and strengthened the ties of brotherhood amongst all the communities.
Malsingi Sakhen Tha Sida Ramzan Tha Loisalakpa Sida Idul Fitr ga mari leinana aigi Changam Dabi Gram Panchayat asigi manungda leiba voter khudingmakta ini amadi asa thau chana thaknaba aina ngamjaba polam khara pibasi thudondong nai kai khumajari ba aigi committee ahalaman bai punamaka khusamnaduna ngasi enthopagi thoroma mai pangthokjari iramda masigi leiriba jati khudingmakku Nchi janana koi punna hinabagi una pangal do Allah na happy go chunu.
A free eye cam distribution of spectacles program was held at Samuro Market in Imphal West District today. Imphal East District United Club Organization (IDUCO), along with Energetic Youth Development Organization (EDO), organized the event under the aegis of the All Manipur United Clubs Organization (AMUCO) in association with National Program for Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment and National Health Mission Manipur. Speaking to media on the sidelines of the camp, AMUCO President Nando noted the increasing number of people suffering from eye conditions and visual impairment. He stressed the need to get regular interval eye checkup to help avoid vision difficulties and eye diseases. He further stressed the need to include importance of eye care in the school syllabus. IDUCO President K.H. Hiramani Kaba, Ophthalmologist CMO Pool, Imphal East, Dr. L. Brainy, and Ophthalmologist PHC Mapau, Kangpokpi, Dr. M. Mona Lisa were among those present at the camp. 8 doctors led by Dr. L. Brainy and Dr. M. Mona Lisa checked up around 230 individuals at the camp, and free spectacles were also distributed to around 70 of them. It may be mentioned that IDUCO, in collaborations with its parent organizations and club, have been organizing similar eye camps in various districts of the state. India recorded a single-day rise of 11,692 new coronavirus cases in the last 24 hours. The new infection took the country's total caseload to over 4.48 crore, while the active coronavirus caseload has reached 66,170, which comprises 0.15% of the total infections. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the death toll has climbed to 5,31,258, with 38 new deaths in the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease has gone up to 4,42,72,256. The country's recovery rate has dropped to 98.67%. Over 220.66 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top 3 states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. COVID-19 has infected over 68 crore 61 lakh, while more than 68 lakh 58,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 65 crore 87 lakh. Globally, USA has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. Now let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Hima ibema kuntok hanbi harawa pauze. Hima ibema kuntok hanbi amadi ipa ibunga thangsing ngangweni tho anigi kumsi kumja harawa lakliba April ki tang kuni thoi kalen gi ni panba thangjenoi tagi hojaraga me gi tang ni kalen gi tara ni thoi ni panba leipa ko kunimita lairoi tan jegani loinana April ki tang kuntra kalen gi tara ni panba nomai jinumita hima ibema amadi ipa ibunga anina bongba lamyingba sabal lam thok kunimit thokle me gi tang ama kalen gi tara ma thoi ni panba ni thoka ba numita kanglei sanaba numit thokle me gi tang ani kalen gi tara ni thoi ni panba leipa ko numita 사den 잔만 numit thokli thorom sing asida himagi macha manai khwai khibina matam chana lengbirakuna himagi thorom sing asibu mapung phana yaubiranaba nolukna ning singjari paujenjari ba himai bema kunthok khanbi thogol maruk DMU campus hangmaiban Imphal.
Welcome back. Closed on the heels of the boundary settlement between Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Nagaland are exploring all options to bring an end to the decades-old border imbroglio in an amicable manner. As the boundary problem between Assam and Arunachal Pradesh was resolved following the signing of Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) by Chief Minister of Assam Himanta Biswa Sarma and Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh Pema Khandu in the presence of Union Home Minister Amit Shah yesterday evening, it saw another shift development with Chief Minister Sharma closet with his Nagaland counterpart Nefru Rio in a one-to-one discussion at Assam House here in the late evening hours to resolve the long-standing border row between the two neighboring states. Both the chief ministers also discussed issues of mutual interest and collaboration on oil explorations along the interstate border. Speaking on the occasion, Home Minister Amit Shah said that the signing of an agreement for the settlement of an interstate boundary dispute between the two states is a very big achievement. He said with this over 700-kilometer long border dispute between these two states, which was pending for decades, has now been completely resolved. Mr. Shah added that the settlement of long-standing interstate boundary dispute between the two states is in line with the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the establishment of a developed, peaceful and conflict-free Northeast. The process of filing nominations for the upcoming Karnataka Assembly elections ended yesterday. As per data from the Election Commission, a total of 3,632 candidates filed nomination for the May 10th Karnataka Assembly elections. With candidates allowed to file up to 4 nominations, a total of 5,102 papers were filed by the candidates. Of the total candidates, 304 are women and 1 from other category. There were 707 nominations from the BJP, 651 from the Congress, 455 from the JDS, 373 from the Aam Aadmi Party, 179 from BSP, 5 each from CPIM and NPP. There were 1,007 nominations by registered unrecognized parties and 1,720 by independents. Date of issue of the gazetted notifications on election was April 13, 2023. The Election Commission will scrutinize the nominations today, and the last date for the withdrawal of the candidates is April 24th. The date of poll is May 10th, and the date of counting is May 13th. Now the sports news. Chennai Super Kings CSK will lock horns with Sunrisers Hyderabad SRH in a vital IPL 2023 clash at the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai. The match will start at 7:30 p.m. This will be CSK's third home match of the season. CSK are currently placed third in the points table with 3 wins from their last 5 matches, while SRH languished at the bottom, number 9, with 4 points. Meanwhile, last night, Delhi Capital beat Kolkata Knight Riders by 4 wickets at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi and registered their first win of the season. Put to bat first, Kolkata Knight Riders posted 127th all-out in stipulated 20 overs. Chasing the target, Delhi Capital made 128 runs for the loss of 6 wickets in 19.2 overs. In another match, Punjab King defeated Royal Challengers Bangalore by 24 runs at the Punjab Cricket Association Stadium in Mohali on Thursday. India stormed into the final of the men's recurve-themed event for the first time in 9 years after registering 3 wins in the ongoing Archery World Cup Stage 1 in Antalya, Turkey. The trio of Atanu Das, B. Dheeraj and Tarundeep Rai will face China in the gold medal clash on Sunday in pursuit of India's first World Cup gold medal in the men's recurve team event after 13 years. Premier compound archer Jyoti Surikha Venom also cruised into the individual semi-final by securing 4 wins in a row to set up a last 4 clash against world number 1 Ella Gibson of England, slated on Saturday. The men's recurve team, which got a first-round bye after qualifying as the 4th seed, faced a stiff challenge to begin with a win as it defeated 13th-seed Japan 5-4 with a 29-28 win with the shoot-off. The Indians shoot 2 perfect 10 from 3 attempts, 10-10-9, to seal the issue in the tiebreaker after both the teams were locked 4-4, 49-52, 57-52, 54-51, 52-57, following 4 sets of intense shooting. Thereafter, it was an easy sailing for the Indian trio that got past 12th-seed Chinese Taipei and 9th-seed Netherlands by identical 6-2 margin to set up a submit clash with 2nd-seed China. Now the headlines once again. Altogether, 36 cadres, including leader of Chinkuki Liberation Army or organization CKLA, lay down arms during homecoming ceremony in Imphal. Hills Area Committee (HAC) resolves to urge Manipur government Centre to appeal Manipur High Court's order directing state administration to enroll Meitei community in ST list. Chief Minister N. Biren, other leaders and extend greetings on Eid ul-Fitr, wishing people peace, health and happiness. Five soldiers die, another critically injured in terrorist attack on military vehicle in Jammu and Kashmir, Poonch district. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges government servants of central and state governments to make decisions keeping only country's benefit in mind. Now that is all we have for now. Thank you for watching IS News. Have a good evening.